and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for everyone. I'm Carol and I'm so glad you joined us today. Coming to you from our YouTube channel, Bottoms Down Chair Yoga. And if you haven't already, if you would click subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. It just lets you know when new videos are posted. It's free and it helps us out as well. Also, I'd love to hear from you, so if you want to leave me a comment, I promise I will read it and I will respond. All right, today's theme is joyful. We are going to start seated and you only need your chair today. And let's get started. We're going to sit up really tall in our chair. We're going to move forward so we're not leaning back. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Lift those palms up towards the ceiling if that works for you. Pull your belly in, lift your heart. Go ahead and close your eyes. And now with those eyes closed, just think about your feet. Are they equally weighted on the floor? Can you feel all four of those pressure points equally weighted, or are you kind of turning those feet in or out, right? So just really concentrate on having those feet grounded and equally weighted. Now think about your sits bones and have those grounded to the chair and equally weighted so you're not leaning one way or the other. Just focusing in on your breath. Letting go of everything outside of the room. Go ahead and elongate that breath. So we're inhaling a little more deeply. Exhaling a little more completely. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. Go ahead and bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. So let's drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Should feel really good. Drop your chin to your chest. Go to the other side. And chin to chest. And look forward. All right, we're going to do a joyful breath series. All right, so there's three parts to this joyful breath series. There's the breathing, there's some arm movement, and then there's the exhale. And then within the breathing, there's three parts to the breath. So we're going to breathe into the belly, we're going to breathe into the rib cage, and we're going to breathe into the chest. So let me show you real quick kind of how that's going to play out. So we inhale, 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 and we release it. Let's do that again. Inhale, 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 and release. Join me. See how that works. Inhale, 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 and release. All right. So just kind of checking in, see how that feels, and we're only going to do 3 at a time because I don't want anybody to get dizzy. But next time we're going to add the arms, okay? So let me show you real quick the arm movements and then you join in. So inhale, inhale, inhale. All right, and then bring it down. Let's do that again. Join me. Inhale, 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 bring the hands down. Okay, so can we put those two things together? So remember, inhale, 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 inhale. All right, here we go. And down. Let's do that again. Inhale. And down. Okay, so the third part of this joyful breath is as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands down and a full exhale. And if you want to exhale through your mouth and just let it go. That's the idea. All right. So we'll do the inhale, 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 and then we'll exhale it down. Now be gentle, right? So the back isn't super warm yet, so I'm not looking for this full forward fold or anything like that. It's just kind of letting it go as you exhale. All right, let's try it. Here we go. And exhale. Let's do that again. Again. Last time. And release. All right, so how does that feel? So in yoga, there's lots of different breaths, right? And so I thought we would play around with our joyful breath today since joyful is our theme for the day. All right. I want to go back to those shoulder and neck stretches. I wanted to do just a little bit as we were coming out of our meditation, but let's move back into that one more time. So we're going to let that right ear fall towards that right shoulder. And now this time, let's take that right hand and just place it gently on the head. Now, it's just laying there, right? I'm not pulling, I'm not tugging, I'm just letting it lie gently on that head. And let's take that opposite arm and extend it out. Palm is facing down first. Then if you want to flip that palm up to the ceiling and see if that feels different. It does to me. Whenever I turn my palm up, I feel a little different stretch, so I like to do both. All right, so first thing I want you to do is take that left hand down. Now take the right hand off the head, and then maybe you need to help that head up. It's okay. Wow. How does that feel? Let's roll those shoulders. And reverse it. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. So we're going to let that left ear just fall to the left shoulder first to see how that feels. And maybe this is right here where you want to stay, and that's fine. If you got a little more, if you want to, you could place that hand here. We're just resting it on the head. Okay, opposite hand is going to go out, extending kind of diagonally. The palm is towards the floor. Now just flip that palm up to the ceiling, feel the stretch. Okay, so first thing is take the right hand down, take the left hand off the head, and then lift that head up. Wow, how's that feel? Roll those shoulders. Maybe one at a time. It doesn't matter, right? Kind of whatever feels good to you. Very good. Okay, we're going to move into our cat and cow series. So we're going to place our hands on our thighs. Our elbows are wide, belly button to spine. Round the shoulders, tuck the chin. Look at your belly and feel the stretch. Now, as we lift up into cow pose, grab the back of your chair. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart and feel that opening through the chest. Let's do that again. Belly button to spine, round it down into your cat pose. Let's lift it up into that cow pose. This time we're going to add the breath. So we're going to inhale here, and we're going to exhale as we move into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Last time. Exhale into cat. And just let that head fall. Just breathe normally. Looking at your belly button and just feeling that stretch. One more breath and up we go. All right, we're going to move into mountain pose. So remember, you can stay right here in just this mountain pose if this works better for your shoulders. If you want to come into goalpost arms, this is a good mountain pose too. If you're with me, we're going to extend those hands up. Palms are facing one another. We're stretching. Belly is tight. Shoulders are down. Trying to touch the ceiling with our fingertips. Stretching through and bring it down. All right. We're going to move into that leaning mountain now. So we're going to start with that extended mountain. So remember, if you want to be in goalpost arms as your extended mountain, that is fine. If your hands are up to the ceiling, that's fine too. We're going to take one hand and we're going to put it on the chair, extend it up, and we're going to lean into the hand that's on the chair because we've got that support there, right? And that's why we want to lean into that side. Feeling the sideways stretching. Keep this hip down, and we're going to come up. All right, let's do the other side. So we're going to extend up first. This hand is on the chair. Lengthen. Touch the ceiling, try to touch the ceiling, and then lean into it. So anytime we do an extension, well, anytime we do a bend in our back, we always want to extend that spine first, all right? Always, always, always want to have it as long as possible before we bend, and up we go. And let's do one more roll of those shoulders. What do y'all think? I love that. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is a joyful flow. And if you want to peek at me real quick, I'm going to go through it a little bit quickly and just kind of show you the pieces of it. And then we'll all do it together a little more slowly. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing if you're doing it. So we're going to tuck our chin, right? Kind of like a cat, if you will. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rock my head forward. See how I'm coming forward in my chair? And then I'm going to come roll it up. And I'm going to do that again. So I'm tucking my chin and I'm moving my head forward as I'm rolling up. And then I'm going to reverse it. So it kind of feels like an ocean wave, right? We're coming out and forward. Then we're tucking our chin and we're rolling it up. Okay? Kind of see what I'm doing there? All right, let's all do it together. So we're going to start with the chin tuck. We're looking down at our belly button. Our belly is tight. Now we're going to take our head forward. Keep that chin tucked. Don't let it go. Now, coming up out of that wave, we're all the way up to a seated position, and we're going to keep that flow going. Tuck your chin. Look down at the belly. Bring the heart forward. We're coming back up to a seated position. Do it one final time. Tuck the chin. Forward we go. We're back up to seated, and then we're going to reverse it. Don't forget to smile. Here we go. Down we go. Now we're tucking our chin. We're looking at our belly button, and we're stacking our vertebrae one on top of the other, and we're continuing it on. It's a little ocean wave. And there we go. And we don't forget that smile. It's a joyful flow. Here we go. Last time. Right? Should feel really, really, really good. Head to the ceiling and release. How's that feel? I love that one. Okay, we're going to take that right knee. We're going to open it wide. So remember, we got that inner thigh stretching. So you should have those knees tracking right to those toes. So no knees in, right? Knees out, feeling that inner thigh stretch. Take this knee and let it fall to the floor. Remember, this could be where your crescent lunge is, and that's fine if this is where you would like to be. If you have it available to you and you want to push that foot back behind you a little bit, that's great too. Now I'm getting even more stretch right through that quadricep and that hip flexor muscle, right all the way through here. We're going to lift our heart up, feeling that stretch, looking over that front knee. We're breathing. Let's release that, and we're going to do it one more time. Here we go. Back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Heart is lifted. We're breathing. We're releasing this glute. We're not holding it. One more breath. Release and face forward. All right. We're going to stretch the back side of that leg just a little bit. Pyramid pose. Toes to the ceiling. Leg is long. Leg is straight. Lift the heart and let the heart fall forward. And we're going to do a little bit of that ocean wave again. So tuck your chin and roll it up. And let's do that one more time. Extend, lengthen forward, tuck the chin, and roll it up. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going to open nice and wide here. Inner thighs are stretching, toes are tracking, knees are tracking to those toes. We're going to let this knee fall down towards the floor into that crescent lunge. We're going to lift our heart up, look over that front leg, and breathe. So here we are. We're releasing that glute that's behind us and that leg that's extended. We're trying to press the back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Let's release it and do it one more time. Heart is lifted, breathing into it. One more breath and face forward. All right, we're going to do that that pyramid pose with our wave. Extend that leg long. Don't lock the knee. Toes to the ceiling. We're going to extend the spine. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin and roll it up. Kind of feel that wave happening. Extend the spine. Smile. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. And up we go. Very good. Okay. Let's grab a sip of water. And we're going to come to standing. We're going to start on the right side of our chair. We're going to put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Now you're going to hold on for now, okay? We'll let go of it here in a minute. So go ahead and hang on to the chair, and then this opposite leg is going to be out. So I'm on my toes, but we're going to have it extended so that I'm not like pointing my toe. We're going to be working the outer thigh. Pull that belly button in, lift your heart, shoulders are down, hold on, and we're going to lift that leg up and we're going to put it down. And we're going to lift that leg up and we're going to put it down. And we're going to lift that leg up and we're going to put it down. We're going to do that one more time. Lift that leg up and put it down. All right. Now, the add-on here is this hand is going to come behind the head, okay? So instead of it kind of being here at waist, it's going to be behind the head. Ready? Here we go. We're going to lift and lower and lift and lower. Remember, we're lifting with the heel. We're leading with the heel, working that outer thigh. All right. Now, the final version, if you want to, we're going to let go of the chair and we're going to bring both hands back behind the head. Shoulders are back, right? Belly is tight. Here we go. We're going to lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower that leg. One more. Now, the final version of this is as we lift this leg up, we're going to let this elbow move towards the floor and we're going to come up. And we're going to, it's just very challenging, I know. Belly is tight, work your balance. Up we go, one more. Up we go, and release. Okay, let's do the other side. So again, I know that's super challenging, but that's why I give you versions. I give you add-ons, and add-ons, so that you can pick which one you want to do, okay? So we're going to put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Opposite toe is out, okay? All right, so we're going to hold that chair to begin with, and all we're doing is lifting and lowering this leg. Lifting and lowering this leg. Now, we're kind of leading with the heel, working the outer thigh, standing knee is soft. One more. Okay, now put this hand behind the head. Ready? Here we go. Lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. All right, what's the final? Well, not the final. The next to the last. Here we go. Elbows are wide, belly is tight. We're lift and lower. Lift and lower. Finding that spot that's not moving in front of you, kind of down towards the floor, can help. Now, are we ready? We're going to lean into it and lower. We're going to lean into it. Keep that belly tight, right? Belly button to spine is going to help with balance. Down we go. Last one. And down. Very, very good. Okay, so we're going to come to our chair. And we're going to move into a crescent lunge, a seated crescent lunge, and then we're going to come out of that seat and we'll be in more of a standing position. So again, we're going to take that right knee and open it up. Take the left knee down towards the floor, but I'm moving out to the edge of my chair, okay? So I'm way on the edge of my chair. I'm going to hold on to that chair, and then I'm going to let my seat just come off of the seat of the chair. And here I am in a crescent lunge. Now, again, if this is a little too much for you, you can lift up just ever so slightly. But if you're with me, I'm sinking into that crescent lunge, and I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. So we got a little bit of balance work here too, don't we? Pull that belly button to spine. Let's come to those goalpost arms. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my hips forward, and I'm going to twist, and I'm going to look over the back of my chair. All right, let's come back and look forward, and now we're going to twist, and we're going to be looking, you're going to be looking at me. All right, let's do that again. We're looking forward, we're going to twist and look over the back of that chair. We're going to come center, and then we're going to twist, and you're going to be looking at me. I know. Here we go. Back center. Bring your hands back to your heart. Take one more breath here. Put your hand in the chair and have a seat and face forward. Whew. That's a pretty challenging pose right there, right? Or series. That's a series of poses. All right. We're going to take this knee, we're going to open it up wide, let that opposite knee fall down towards the floor. I'm going to go ahead and move towards the edge of my chair, right? But I've got one hand in the chair first. This back leg is back. I'm up on those back toes. Whenever I'm ready, I'm going to let myself come off of the chair, the seat of that chair, and here I am in a good, solid crescent lunge. And we're going to revolve our crescent lunge now. Okay, so first of all, let's everybody put your hands to your heart. Just feel that balance first. See if you can sink into it any deeper. If that doesn't work for you, then you can lift up. It's okay, right? But if you can sink any deeper into that crescent lunge, we don't want that knee to be in front of those toes though, so make sure that front toes, you can see them. Okay, let's come to goalpost arms. Oh yeah, belly is tight, shoulders are back, elbows are down. Shoulders are down, I should have said. Here we go. We're going to turn and we're going to look over the back of our chair first. There's our revolve crescent lunge. It's super challenging. Come back center, and then we're going to revolve it the other way. Hey, looking at me. Here we go, back center. Can you smile? Look over the back of your chair. Come back center. Look at me and smile. Let's come back center one more time. Look over the back of your chair. Whoo, look center, look at me. Look back center, put your hand on the chair, put your seat in the chair, and face forward. Ooh, how did that feel? That is challenging. All right, let's grab a sip of water. Let's come to standing. We're going to be on the right side of our chair, and we're going to move into tree pose. So in any balance pose, the key is belly button to spine. We want to keep this belly really, really tight. Also lift those pelvic floor muscles, the muscles we use to stop the urine flow. So all of this, keeping all of this super tight is what is kind of the key to balance, all right? So start by holding your chair, and we're going to put our weight into the leg next to the chair and create that little kickstand first. So my toes are on the floor, my heel is up against my ankle, and maybe that foot stays down and you could have that kickstand the whole time, and that's just fine. But if you want a little bit more, see if you can let go of the chair, bring your hands to your heart, and there you're working into your balance. All right? Okay, now from here, we're going to add the branches. So our arms are coming up towards the ceiling. Our belly stays tight. We've still got that kickstand. All right, now let's go ahead and bring your hands back to your heart. And what you're going to do now is you're going to take this knee and you're going to bring it forward, okay? And then I just want you to step back with that back toe. So you're back up on that back toe, your front knee is bent, okay? You're still working balance because you don't have your foot down. You just have those toes down. And you're breathing here. One more breath. We're going to bring that back foot up and come out of it. Okay. So we're going to do that same series again on this side. And this time I'm going to take my foot off the floor. Now, if by taking your foot off the floor, all of a sudden you feel like you got to grab the chair, I would rather you leave the foot down and let go of the chair. You're going to work balance more by doing it this way than holding onto the chair and having your foot up. Does that make sense? Okay, so here we go. So remember, this is an add-on. You don't have to add on. Put the foot into the weight into the leg next to the chair. Hold the chair to begin with. Make your kickstand. Belly button to spine. Lift pelvic floor muscles. And then when you're ready, now you're going to let go of that chair and you're going to bring your hands to your heart. Pressing those palms together, activating the upper body helps. Putting the tongue in the roof of the mouth helps. I don't know why, but it does. Now, if you're with me, you can stay right here, or if you're with me, you can lift that foot up off the floor. And here we are in our beautiful tree pose. Let's go ahead and add the branches to the trees. Whether your foot is on the floor or in a kickstand or your foot is up on your leg, either is fine. Let's add those branches to our trees. Okay, now listen. Try not to put this foot down if your foot is lifted. And if it is down, that's fine. Bring your hands back to heart. Bring that knee forward, everybody. Now, push that foot back behind you. So either your toes are on the floor or your foot is up for a warrior three with prayer hands. And we're breathing. We're breathing and we're smiling. We're not grimacing. One more breath. Nice and slow. We're going to bring that knee up and we're going to put that foot down onto the floor. All right. Very good. Let's move to the other side. So we're going to go through that same thing twice. So remember, the first one, if you want to come with me, we're going to keep this, we're putting the weight into the leg next to the chair, and we're going to create that kickstand. So this heel is up against the ankle, the standing ankle, and that foot is going to stay down in that kickstand the whole time. I'm going to let go of my chair, bring my hands to heart. What is the key? Belly button to spine, lift pelvic floor muscles. Find that spot that's not moving in front of you. Focus in on that and breathe. Add the branches to the trees if you wish. Leave it out if you don't want to do it. All right, are we ready? We're going to bring that knee forward and then we're going to step back onto those tippy toes. When we're on those back toes, let's bring our hands back to heart. We're breathing here. One more breath. Take that back foot, come up, and stand. All right. Now we're going to do that again, taking the leg up off the floor, or keep doing what we're doing. Put your weight into the leg next to the chair. Hold that chair first. Make that kickstand. Let go of the chair. Bring your hands to your heart. Don't forget belly button to spine. Lift your pelvic floor muscles. When you're ready, if you wish, lift that foot up off the floor into our beautiful tree pose. Let's add the branches to those trees if you wish. We're breathing here. Please don't hold your breath. All right, bring your hands back to heart. Now take that knee forward. Push the foot behind you for that warrior three. Right? Toes are down or they're not. Your choice. We're holding, we're breathing, belly button to spine. One more breath. All right, let's bring that knee up. And then we're going to just place it on the floor. All right, very good. Okay, so we're going to come back to the right side of our chair. And we're going to face our chair this time, all right? Now, we're going to go ahead and take those feet the width of our chair. Toes are pointing forward. And we're going to move into a straddle forward fold. So more than anything, this is just to kind of give our backs a little bit of release. So it should feel really good. So we're going to hinge forward. We're going to put our hands in the chair. And we're just letting our back fall forward. Okay, so it's just a nice little stretch. It's a straddle forward fold. And we're breathing here, right? So just a nice little stretch here. Let's go ahead and come up. I'm going to bend my knees and I'm going to roll it up slowly. So just kind of feels good, right? To give that back a little break. And let's do that one more time. We're going to hinge as we come forward. We're going to place our hands in the chair, letting the heart fall. Just whatever works for you. There's not like a right or a wrong way to do a straddle forward fold. It's just kind of what works for your body, right? It should just feel good. And then I'm gonna bend those knees and I'm gonna roll it up. Okay. Go ahead and heel toe those feet back together. Now, we're gonna take the leg next to the back of the chair and we're gonna just the foot is gonna be right under the chair so that when you bend the knee, you've got your shin can touch the chair, okay? Now, the back leg is gonna step back and the foot is gonna be at that 45-degree angle. Our hips are gonna be facing forward and our front knee is bent. So this is the beginning of our warrior one, okay? So don't forget, lift your heart, pull that belly in, and really try to extend that spine long, right? So we wanna try to pull in and extend, tailbone down, heart is lifted, hands at heart, into a beautiful warrior one pose. We're going to inhale here, and on an exhale, we're going to take those hands up to the ceiling, keep those shoulders down. Now, we're going to windmill. You're going to be facing me in a warrior two. All right, so kind of think about where your ribs are. If you feel those ribs are kind of forward, I want you to pull the ribs back. I'm touching the chair with this leg. Okay, we're going to flip this palm up and back, reverse our warrior. All right. Now, as I come down, I'm going to put my hand in the chair and I'm going to lift this other leg up into a half moon. So here I am in my half moon pose. It is a balanced pose, but fortunately we've got this chair right here to help us, don't we? Woo! Let's put that hand on the waist. One more breath. All we're going to do is we're going to bend the front knee and we're going to take this leg back down into a warrior two. Flip the palm up and back again. Back to warrior two. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in those arms. Look over those front fingertips. One more breath and release it. How'd you do? I know, right? Let's do the other side. So we're going to go through that same series. It's a little vinyasa, a warrior one, warrior two, reverse warrior into our half moon. But first we're going to start with that straddle forward fold, okay? So we're going to take those feet at least the width of your chair legs, maybe a little bit more if it works for you. Don't have those knees locked. We're going to hinge forward and we're just going to place our hands in that chair. Letting the heart fall. Feeling a nice stretch. I like it. The back is stretching, my legs are stretching. It just feels really good. Go ahead and tuck your chin, bend your knees, and roll it up slowly. And then we're just going to do that same thing one more time. Here we go. Ready? Hinge, belly is tight. Letting that heart fall forward, hands in the chair. Sinking down into it, whatever works for you. When you're ready, go ahead and bend your knees, tuck your chin, and just kind of roll it back up. A little bit like a wave. I'm going to grab my chair and I'm going to heel toe my feet back together. Now, the foot next to the back of the chair, I'm going to pick that foot kind of underneath so that whenever I bend my knee, I can feel the chair, right? Take that opposite leg, step it back, take those feet at a 45-degree angle, bring the hips forward, bend the front knee. Okay, so I'm going to let go of my chair, bring my hands to my heart. Here I am in a warrior one. So thinking about pulling the belly in and extending that spine long. Think about lengthening through that tailbone. Shoulders are down, heart is lifted. When you're ready, let's add the arms for that warrior one. Can you bend your front knee anymore? Okay. So we're going to move to our warrior two. We're windmilling around. Here we are now in a beautiful warrior two. Watch where your ribs are. I kind of felt my ribs were forward and I just brought my ribs back. Shoulders are down. Let's look over those front fingertips and flip that palm to the ceiling. Reverse your warrior up and back. Let's move back to that warrior two. Now, we're just going to keep going. That hand is going to go into the chair and we're going to lift up into that half moon. Shoulders are down. And if having the hand in the air is not comfortable for you, place it on your waist. It's fine. Heart is lifted though. Shoulders are up. I'm not looking down at my chair. I'm looking out. One more breath. Are we ready? We're going to bend that front knee. We're going to come back into that half moon. Back into the half moon. Back into the warrior two. Lift that palm up and back. Back to your warrior two. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in those arms. Really activate the upper body. And release. Whew. All right. Let's come to seated and grab a sip of water. And come back to standing. We're on the right side of our chair. I want you to have some room so that you're not going to hit your chair. And if you want to move back, that's fine too. All right. Okay. So we're going to lift up. We're going to bring our arms out to a mountain pose. So we're extending those hands out to the side and we're going to add those jazz hands. It's a jazz hand day. It's fun. Just have fun with it, right? Nobody's looking. Nobody cares. Jazz it out. Now I want you to just do fingers. Just the fingers. Back to jazz hands. All right, ready? Okay, now, if you want to be here, remember, you can be here. Or if you're with me, my hands are up, my shoulders are down, belly is tight. Give me those jazz hands for that extended mountain. We've got it. Jazz hands, jazz hands, jazz hands. And bring your hands back to your heart. All right, back up to mountain pose, extended mountain. With my right hand, I'm going to grab that left wrist. I'm going to extend it up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to lean into that mountain, pressing that opposite heel down, right? So the heel is going down, that hip feels down. Feel that stretch all the way up through the side waist. All right, now we're just going to twist and we're going to look up at the ceiling. Take that twist out, come back up, bring those hands down. Take a moment. Ready? Let's do the other side. So we're going to come up to that extended mountain first. Now we're going to grab the opposite wrist. Lift up first. Think about heel down before you lean. Oh yeah. Pulling gently on this wrist. I'm lengthening through that sideways. That opposite heel is down. I'm feeling the stretch, and I'm going to twist and look up at the ceiling. Take that twist out, come up, and release. All right, I'm going to face the seat of my chair, okay? Now, my feet are, hip distance apart, so you want them to be not the width of the chair legs, but just kind of that natural standing. Now, let's go ahead and take another little step back. So what we're going to do is we're going to forward fold, put our hands in our chair, and then we're going to be doing some twisting. All right, so you want a little bit of space here. So we're going to hinge forward. Remember, you can push your hands in the chair first, right, to give yourself some support, or you can walk your hands down the back of the chair, whatever works for you for your low back. All right, so we're all going to meet up here with our hands in the seat of the chair. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to bend the knee next to the back of the chair. Okay, so that is the knee we're going to bend. This hand is going to stay in the seat of the chair, and we're going to open up that opposite arm and stack the shoulders. So the important thing about this twist is that it happens here at the waist. We don't want the shoulders to be initiating the movement. The shoulders are just kind of coming along. And if you want to put that hand on the waist, that is just fine too. So can you deepen that twist anymore? You should feel a pretty good twist happening, right? Okay, one more breath. Now, come back center. Straighten both legs. Place that hand on the chair, and then we're going to twist open the other way. Now, you're not looking at me. You're looking over the back of your chair. You're twisting. Same idea. We want the twist to happen at the waist, not the shoulders. You may be stacking those shoulders. You may not. It doesn't matter. One more breath. We're going to come back down. Place that hand in the chair, and we're going to roll it up nice and slow. All right. Now we're going to take those feet nice and wide, at least the width of your chair, legs, if not a little further, if you can, right? All right, again, we're going to hinge forward, place our hands in the seat of the chair. Now this time, we are not bending the knees. So the only thing that's happening, I want you to place this hand right in front of your face. Opposite hand is going to twist open. Don't bend the knees. Straddle forward, fold with a twist. You feel it? You should be feeling the inner thigh stretching. Ribs are working. Belly is tight. One more breath. Place that hand. Replace the one that's in the chair, and then we're going to reverse and twist over the back of our chair now. One more breath here, and we're going to come back center, and we're going to heel toe those feet back together. All right, let's go to the other side. Let's do the other side. Okay, so remember, you want to be, a good hip step away from the chair, and you want those feet to be hip distance apart. So this isn't our wide one first. So the first one we're going to do, the feet are together. We're going to hinge forward and place our hands in the chair first. Okay? Now, so we're going to bend the knee next to the back of the chair. Bend that knee. And then the opposite arm is going to twist open. Once again, don't forget, we don't want the hips to be doing the movement. Now, the hips are engaged because that knee is bending, right? But we still want to feel the motion happening through the center of the body. All right, let's straighten that leg, put that hand back down in the chair. Now we're going to go to the other side. Bending the opposite knee, twisting open, looking over the back of your chair now. Put that hand back down in the chair, and we're going to roll it up slowly. Okay, let's move to that straddle forward fold with a twist. So I'm going to take my feet wide, at least the width of the chair, the legs of the chair, and my toes are pointing forward. So you should already feel the stretch in the side of the legs, right? I feel it already. So now we're going to just hinge forward and place our hands in the seat of the chair. Okay, I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to twist it open facing me. Now remember, the legs don't bend this time. All the action is happening right at the waist. Don't overextend this hand. Make it a natural extension, shoulder, shoulder, arm. So we're not trying to extend it beyond its natural, alignment. Take this hand, put it back in the chair, and then we're going to open up the other way. All right, put that hand back in the chair. Heel toe your feet back together. And just roll it up nice and slow. All right. Let's grab another sip of water. All right. So we're going to move towards the edge of our chair and heel toe those feet nice and wide. Okay? All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hinge forward and hold on to those thighs. Now, if you want to stay right here and have your hands on the thighs, that's fine. So as we twist, what you're basically going to be doing is twisting your shoulders, okay? And that's just fine. But if you're with me, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands down to the floor. All right? So another straddle forward fold, but we're in the chair this time. Now, take your left hand and put those fingertips right under your face. And your other arm is going to twist it open. Okay? So you're twisting open. Again, action happening at the rib cage. The arm is not that high up. It doesn't matter. Take that hand back, replace the one that's on the floor, and we're going to twist open the other way. We're going to put that hand back down and we're going to twist again. Put that hand back down last time. Twisting it open. So we're really getting into the legs. We're getting into the side waist. You should feel a lot of muscles working through this. Let's put those hands down. Okay. Now, heel toe your feet back together. And then you're going to place one hand on your thigh, the other hand on the thigh, tuck your chin and roll it up to seated. How'd that feel? Good? Okay. So we're going to take this hand, we're going to bring it to the outside of the knee. Other hand is going to come back behind, extend, and twist. So it's just a gentle little twist. We're going to face forward and we're going to do the other side. We've done so many crescent lunges, I think we're just going to leave that out this time. Extend the spine long and look over. And we're going to do this seated twist instead of the crescent lunge. And face forward. Very good. Let's extend that left leg out. Toes to the ceiling. Pyramid pose. Lift and sink into it. Feeling the back of the leg stretching, right? Tuck your chin and roll it up. We're going to do that kind of that wave motion again. We're going to smile and extend. Down we go. Tuck the chin. Lift it up. We got one more like this. Extend and down we go. And we're going to tuck that chin and up we go. Very good. Okay, that same leg. Remember, we're going to move into pigeon pose. So if you like, keeping this ankle to ankle, that's fine. Just leave this leg where it is, and I'm just crossing that ankle. Or if you're with me, I want to take my ankle and put it behind my knee. So seated pigeon pose. Extend the spine long first and let your heart fall forward. Hands are on the thighs there for support. You should feel this hip and glute stretching right here. Kind of that same wave motion. Let's tuck the chin and roll it up. And let's do that again. Extend the spine long. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. Roll it up. Then let's do that one final time. Extend the spine first. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin and roll it up. All right, let's do pyramid pose on the other side. Here we go. Extend this leg long, toes are to the ceiling, lift, let the heart fall forward. I'm holding onto my thighs for support. Letting that heart fall, and then I'm going to tuck my chin and I'm going to roll it up nice and slow. Head comes up, extend the spine long, belly is tight. Let's roll it down. Tuck the chin, kind of that feeling of the ocean. We're rolling it back up. Last time, extend. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin, roll it up, and release. Okay, pigeon pose. Remember, ankle to ankle is a great option if this works for you. Ankle to knee is another option if it works for you. My hands are on my thighs. Extend the spine. Let that heart fall forward. Keep the back flat. Now, tuck your chin, let the head fall and roll it up. Extend the spine long, belly button to spine. Let that heart fall forward. Are you smiling? Tuck the chin, roll it up. Last time, up we go. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck that chin. Roll it up. And release. All right, go ahead and sit back in your chair. You can lean back now if you want to. I prefer not to, but it is all up to you. Our hands are going to rest lightly on my thighs. I'm going to lift my palms up to the ceiling. Extend the spine long. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're going to let our eyes just close or soften. Find positive energy. Explore the far reaches of your awareness. Dive into the depths of your existence. Somewhere in all that is positive energy. Expect to find it, and you will. It won't be in the first place you look, maybe not even in the fourth or fifth. Yet it is there, and if you persist a little longer, you'll come across it. Move your focus quickly away from what drains you, and move on to something else. Somewhere in there, out there, over there, around there, is a particular corner. You'll find what animates you. In what you remember, in what you anticipate, in what you love and value is a treasure trove of positive energy. In old hopes, in new discoveries, something waits to resonate with your highest concept of yourself. Keep going until you've uncovered it and take your fill. Then share that unique and beautiful positive energy with all of life. All right. Go ahead and open your eyes. Let that right ear fall towards the right shoulder. And drop the chin to the chest. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Hands reach up. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Left ear to left shoulder, reach up with left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another. we say namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, it's Bottoms Down Chair Yoga on YouTube. Please subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.